of Almont and the Richmond Blue Devils. At this time, would everyone please rise and please remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem.
Oh, the Reinhardt Gymnasium.
And now for tonight's starting lineups, first from the visiting Raiders of Almont. Junior guard number 3, Hannah Revolt.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's Blue Water Area Conference girls matchup between your Blue Devils and, as Chris Berman would say, the Raiders of Almont. I'm Keith Bartell. Sitting next to me is the former chemic, the Dow chemic, I think, Mr. Castle. On camera tonight, Tristan Dooley and our producer, Jason Robbins. Check us out on Richmond TV 12 YouTube. Welcome aboard, Mr. Castle.
Thank you for having me today.
And Mr. Castle, the high school principal here, stepping in and filling in tonight for a little bit anyway. Does know the game of basketball, had played it and did play it in high school.
Absolutely.
Also played football. Also coached football for many years at Clintondale. I don't know if he coached anywhere else, but coached for many years with Scott Evans there as well.
Yep.
Knew Scott quite well before you came up this way to Blue Devil Country. Well, today, January 24th, the Blue Devils did have school. The Almont Raiders didn't. Almont's probably favored in this game a little bit. Blue Devils had a half day all week, so they're a little bit still in maybe a routine or a rhythm, whereas sleeping in and staying at home, maybe it'll affect Almont a little bit. We'll have to wait and see. The Blue Devils' first semester is over. Almont Raiders' first semester will have to wait until after Monday now, after they had a ice day.
Yeah, they got a couple extra days to study for those exams.
Well, the interesting thing, though, is yeah, it was a little bit icy out there today, but, you know, I'm glad we had school. I thought we should have had school, and I'm not saying those schools shouldn't have. It all depends on how many back rows you have and how early crews get out and et cetera. But, so here we go, ready for the tip. The Raiders against Almont. Toit has it up top. She was just recently brought up.
Yeah, it looks like she brought up from the JV.
And Halligan. Ashley, number 20. Goes out of bounds off the Raiders. So starting tonight for your Blue Devils is Ashley Halligan at 20. Taylor Skatska, senior at number 4. Chloe Doro, number 5, another senior. The rest of the team's pretty young. Madison Rue, number 12, and Toit, number 33. Starting for the Raiders, you got Revolt, number 3, junior. Johnson, number 11, sophomore. 20, Hall, a sophomore. A 9th grader, 22, Kendall Rzuski. And rounding out the starters, number 23, Skylar Stryker, a junior. So they're young as well. 22 there scrapping for that ball. Went off of her. She's the freshman. We'll keep an eye on her. I don't care what level, you know, what size your high school is. When you're a freshman and you're playing varsity, you got to be pretty decent.
And there she is.
There she is. That was too easy, though. You know, a coach's pet peeve is an out-of-bounds play, letting the ball come in the paint that easy. Might have been a little nickel dimer. But she makes the three-point play the old-fashioned way. When you were in high school, being a little bit younger than me, you played all 4 years with the three-point line, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
The three-point line came in my sophomore year in high school.
Yeah, we had the three-point line, although I did not have much use for it.
Yeah. It certainly changed basketball. One thing about the three-point line that's changed is that mid-range jump shot. It's kind of a forgotten, lost art.
Yep.
So Johnson bringing it up, handling the point guard duties tonight for the Raiders.
Looks like the Blue Devils are playing a 2-3 here.
They are. Off the Blue Devils, all 5 there. Doro. I'm a man-to-man guy myself, but that's
There it
exact
is
same
again.
play.
Yep.
Lucky this time, 22 showed that she's a freshman on that one. She's got some height too for a freshman.
Yep.
Halligan bringing it up, gives it off to Toit. Toit's a scrapper.
She's got a great ability to go both ways with both hands there.
Jump ball, Skatska and 20. Hall. In case you didn't know, for the audience at home, Toit's quite the hunter. Got a nice buck this year.
Yeah, I've been promised some of those venison sticks, so I'm still waiting.
Dad showed me a picture of it from his cell phone. Nice deer. Halligan there with the hustle, goes off of 11. A couple subs coming in for the Raiders. 5 Couts and 12 Hellebuck, the sister of the quarterback.
Looks like the Raiders are bringing a little pressure here.
I'm sure she hates being called "you're the sister of the quarterback." That's a young mistake there by Toit, turn her back, and number 3 left her girl and came and got that ball. Ooh, might have gotten away with a little travel there, but that's the one thing you hate about the zone is you give up some of those.
That sure looked like that was a travel.
Yeah, you can't pass it to yourself. I don't know why he did that because it wasn't tipped. Deep 3 off the iron to the left, rebounded. Problem there with what 12 did is Rue, she didn't rip that ball away. Yep, it's going to be a travel.
Sometimes you need a little help from your teammates there
Yep.
to tell you there's somebody behind you.
Yeah, and you can't lead that pass into the defender, you know, so 21, Brooke Givens checking in. Toit and Halligan playing tough and physical up top and quick. In 3 seconds, still hasn't left the lane.
Yeah.
Good no call there. 3-0 and 4:48 to go in the first. Shoeboy checking in, number 25, Mary. The Raiders, a little man-to-man here. As a coach, you don't like seeing that foul.
No.
I mean, it's early, but
Got to move your feet.
yep. Ooh, close to a travel. Nice job by Skatska. 22 Black. Freshman gets one from behind, probably reaching.
See if the Blue Devils can get an easy one here.
Halligan from deep. Off the glass, didn't fall. He's going to call foul on 21. That's one of those, you're 90 feet away. You know, you get your hands off. If you don't get that initial jump ball, they're going to get you for reaching.
Yep.
5 bringing it up, taking the point guard duties. Couts, Gibbons with the rebound.
Ooh, it looks like it might have been a foul
Yep,
there.
that was quite a bit of hand check there.
And another one.
Yep, 12 gets her across the arms. Be interesting to see the Blue Devils try to get him in free throw trouble and get to the line here. Still goose egg on the board. That's the right idea by Givens, but she needs to finesse that in there a little bit to the asking hand where the post is asking for the ball. Little late on that entry pass. Toit was there briefly. Skatska from the top kisses it off the back of the backboard.
She called it.
I didn't know Richmond
heard
State
that.
Bank was open 6 o'clock on a Friday on the 24th of January, but good job moving the ball around. She did come down awkwardly on that ankle. Hopefully she's okay.
It looks like she's all right.
Yeah, she's walking it off.
That's one of those where if that shot goes in, you don't feel it.
Yep. Tackleberry and Brown checking into the game.
Let's see if they go to that same play with 22 cutting in the middle here. And there it is. And she missed.
Yeah, they gotta. You know, I don't know if it's necessary to call a timeout to stop that play, but that's all they're doing, and that's going to be a foul on the shot.
Yeah, it's just a simple cut. She's cutting from that free throw line straight down to the post.
I know on the out of bounds play, a lot of coaches have their players. 22's first shot falls a little bit short. Rzuski. Is they have their butt to the ball out of bounds so they can watch where the people are running. You know, when you have a younger, inexperienced team, that's probably not a bad idea because you can't lose your man that way.
Right.
Of course, you and I probably old school ball you, man, denial, up the line, down the line, you know, head on a swivel.
Yep.
But when you're young and inexperienced, that's not easy to do.
Or maybe put some pressure on the ball, too, and make it a little bit more difficult for her to get that ball in.
Ball falls a little short. Shoeboy with the rebound. Toit gets it. It's going to try to push it up a little bit. Passes up to Brown to Tackleberry. Nice play. She'll be at the line. Nice break there.
Oh, it's nice to see them get out and run. They got some athletic girls out here. We can run on them.
Halligan checking back in after a quick breather here. Probably going to be in Toit to give her a breather. Tackleberry's shot comes wide. Toit and Halligan brought up this week. Off the back of the iron. Moving the ball pretty good against this defense. You know as well as I do that against the zone defense, you got to move the ball.
Yep.
You're either dribble driving, creating addition, or getting rid of that ball fast, making that defense move, get them out of position so you can catch and shoot. Good discipline here.
Yeah, one of the keys in playing that zone defense is talking to each other. Got to
Yes,
get
it
the
is.
Richmond girls talking.
Foul on 21. I think that's going to be given second. Kind of bailed her out on that shot there. Oh, that's 3. First period, 3 fouls. And the bank is open on this side as well. Number 3, Revolt breaks this 3-3 tie. Second shot here is away, and it kicks off the back.
Good fight from Amanda there.
Yep. Brown had good position. White will retain it on the jump ball. 1:57 to go. The Raiders 4, Blue Devils 3. That was a good no call there. It was a makeup for earlier today. Halligan with the drive. She keeps it going.
Looks like she hit a wet spot on the court there.
Yeah, good job keeping that dribble going. Timeout, 30 seconds here by Coach Paxson. We haven't mentioned him yet. He's in his second year of the program. Last year was in the interim. And we got Eric Johnson for the Raiders. He hasn't been in the Raider program too long. Both teams fairly young. And some of it's showing a little bit with some breakdowns fundamentally. Both playing not terrible defense, but missing some free opportunities with missed free throws.
You know, the one thing we haven't seen, though, is a lot of open shots there. They're playing good defense and preventing those easy ones.
Again, we talked about earlier, but Almont may be a little bit out of routine here today. They didn't have school. Blue Devils did. Exam week. Always a stressful week, though, too, mentally, so you never know how that's going to affect you. First semester is over and in the books in the 19-20 school year. It's hard to believe. It's gone by quick. That's got to be tipped. Yep, good call. That's what I thought.
It's a nice quick move by Taylor.
Yes, it is. Oh, nice entry pass. You'd want her to gather herself a little bit more there and go up a little stronger.
Yeah, it looked like she didn't quite have that.
And then here's where they sometimes get a frustration foul. Oh, that's off Almont. That's a good call.
Yeah. Referee used help there. It's nice.
The number 20 wasn't happy, and her coach is like, "Why are you dribbling it there?" not gonna fight for her on that one. I don't disagree with them. Oh, that was a travel.
Yeah, it looked like she got away with one.
Yeah, she grabbed the ball and then she skipped a little bit. Out on the Raiders, Blue Devils will maintain possession with 1:03 left to go in the first. Nice pass, good look there from Rue off the glass. Didn't fall. Oh. Raiders look to run. Nice pass. Nice pass. Nice catch by the freshman on that play.
Yeah, it was a nice skip pass across the lane.
Off Almont. Halligan showing her strength there, putting some mustard on that pass. 5 and 3. Couts and Revolt checking in for the Raiders with 38.0 to go. Nice entry pass.
That's tough to try to go baseline down there. They use that out of bounds as an extra defender.
Yes.
You looking for a dunk here?
Doro goes out of bounds off the Lady Devils, and the Raiders will have it with 16.7.
See if they're playing for a last shot here.
What time will they take it to the hole? About 8. She didn't know it. She shot a little early.
Here we go, another opportunity for that inbounds play. Let's see if we can adjust.
Duro knocked it out of bounds.
See if Taylor can pick her up this time.
No, she was there too. 20 just kind of steps in there, and that's good defense.
Get it up, Ashley. Great defense.
Yep, good defense, good anticipation on that to get that steal. Almont's coach isn't real happy with his execution on that last 16.7 seconds. They shot too early, got a break because it went off the Blue Devils out of bounds, and then they telegraphed the pass and could have led to the Blue Devil points, but just not quite enough time on the clock for Halligan to make a play.
Yeah, we needed a few more seconds.
So both teams have 4 fouls apiece. The Raiders are up 6-3. Both teams young. Both teams are having their shared struggles this year. It's fair to say, but I think both teams. You got to applaud both teams, girls, because you will not see any quit in the Raiders. And you won't see any quit in the Blue Devils throughout the game, no matter how it turns out. So the will and the efforts there. They're just both young. And it'll change over time, and programs change over time and are built over time, and it's only a matter of time before it'll change. If they want it, you got to get some time in the gym, in the summertime and in the off season. And I always say, most importantly, you and I did it when we were kids, but I don't know if they do anymore nowadays. But the old driveway.
Absolutely. And sometimes it's hard in Michigan because that old driveway is usually covered nice in snow for 6 months, but we've been lucky this year so far.
Yes, we have. It's been an easy winter. Nice cut, nice pass down to Skatska. Got to go up a little bit stronger like she did there.
There we go.
Skatska has all 5. Almont pushing it up a little bit. Little floater. 22, the freshman had position, didn't have the strength to hang on to it. Raiders will maintain off the Blue Devils. If you're just joining us, Keith Bartels, Mr. Castle, high school principal, filling in here a little bit tonight. Double duty here as this game gets crowded in the next game, and he'll be doing the old crowd control, all that good stuff.
Yeah, we're looking forward to a nice crowd on a Friday night.
Yeah, and it's gotten a little bit warmer out there. It's 35, 36 degrees. Anytime it hovers around 30 to 32, 33, you worry about being a little slick. By the time it drops, everybody here should be well on their way at home. So we should have a good crowd. Nice pass. Ooh, gave her 2 shots, and I thought she might have traveled.
Yeah, looks like the referee might have bailed her out there, but we'll take it.
Here's where you got to make your free throws, put some pressure on that Raider offense. Rue at the line, shooting 2. First one,
that was nice.
Nothing but net. Brown checking in for Halligan. Looking to break the tie. Good form, nice rotation. She makes them both. Blue Devils 7, Raiders 6.
That's nice. You don't see 2 made free throws in a row at any level almost anymore.
Nice entry pass to 12. She had a nice shot by 11. Johnson.
And they come with the pressure.
Nice job by Toit not to be panicked. Brown, just rattled around.
Looks like contact there.
Yeah, a lot of contact with a no call. It'd been nice to get her back to the free throw line, see if she could make 4 in a row. Tackleberry checking in for Skatska to give her a breather. The Raiders reclaim the lead at 7. It's going to be a jump ball. White ball. Yeah, she did. She shuffled, took a little skip. She did that on the other one too, and they missed it. So
that's just experience and repetition, doing that over and over again and getting your footwork set.
Yep. So here we go. Raiders looking to extend. Biggest lead of either team so far tonight has been 3. Bucket here would make it 4. Almont not in a hurry as the Blue Devils are in that zone. Another deep one. Johnson, she nailed the last one. This one did not go. Toy doing a nice job.
Yeah, I think Almont's barking up the wrong tree trying to pressure her.
20 taking it. Almont, again, not in a hurry. Entry pet. Just when I say that, they force a pass in there. Brown almost got caught with a double dribble there. Toy gets the ball on the tip. And that's a youth mistake there. But I tell you right now, 5 will be at the line. That falls on Rue.
It was a nice hustle by Maddie to get back there.
Couts. Givens looking to check back in. She's got 3. She's got to be careful. Skatska as well. That ball did everything but fell. Shoeboy checking in as well.
We got a Shoeboy for Shoeboy sub.
Yes. Second shot is on its way. That one had good rotation. You could tell when she shot it. Extend that lead to 3. It's been the biggest by either team. Toit doing a nice job again. Gets it to Skatska. Skatska another 3 and all but fell. Brown puts it right back up. Nice job there by Skatska. Raider ball. Brown did a nice job of grabbing that and putting it right back up. Didn't fall. Skatska's was rattled in and out.
Yeah, we're having our opportunities.
Couts bringing it up. Again, the Raiders. That freshman, she works at it. She could be, she's got, she likes the ball. She gets the ball. She tries to post up. Brown off the back of the iron. This is going to be black ball off Givens.
Yeah, that Almont freshman, you could definitely tell she's been playing some basketball for a while. She's got that basketball IQ.
Halligan and Johnson in, as well as Hellebuck. Yeah, I think, in Almont's youth a little bit shows a little bit because that middle of that zone is wide open and that 22 keeps flashing in there and she's open, but they just don't, right there.
Yep.
They just don't have the confidence to get it to her. That looked good from here, didn't it?
Yeah.
Revolt.
I was just about to say she's settling for that shot, but I guess when it goes in, you can settle all you want.
Yep, knocks down the 3. Extending that lead to 6, just like that. Doubled the lead. Now that's where the rest of the team's got to come help Ashley out.
Yeah, come up there, set a back pick.
Yep, come to the ball.
Those back picks are nice. They're effective, and they also let that other team know that you're there.
That's going to be white ball with 3:29 to go. Chloe Doro checking in. It's a crucial time for the Blue Devils. You're down 6. You don't want to have them extend that lead when you only have 7 so far. And
right. Don't want to let this one slip away here before the half.
Yeah. She moved her pivot foot. Nice cut there though by Halligan. That's there if they can settle down and take advantage of it. Johnson bringing it up. Blue Devil staying in that 2-3. See, now she got it into her. And
yeah.
A little late though. It's still a little bit late. She's got to catch, flash, and shoot it.
Now at this point, she might be getting a little tired. I don't think she's been out of the game yet. So.
Yeah, I was going to say it'd be white ball. It looked like it was off 12. Sub, Toit coming back in. Brown taking a breather.
Looks like they're going to stick with the pressure here.
Yep, another sub. Nice. Very nice. Nice composure there by Toit.
That's one of those situations where you need your teammates to talk to you and tell you that that girl's coming up behind you.
Yep.
Because Emma would have no idea she's coming.
No, she wouldn't. That was a nice play there to get the ball coming on you, and you get it to the middle. Shugo had the right idea. The pass just went a little low. Good rebound by Toit. Oh, don't dribble it out of there. Go right back up with it. Blue Devils. Jump probably just before the foul. If he would have waited and blown his whistle just a half second later, probably would have gotten it for a foul.
Yep. Looks like we got Casey Paxton in for the first time.
Yep, Casey, number 32, checking in. Oh, Halligan almost had that one. She had that pick at the end of the first. Again, this is...
Right, here's where we got to watch number 3 coming out. She's nailed a couple threes. Looks like they got 2 up on her quick there.
That's deep. Oh, all but fell. Rimmed around.
She dialed that one up from 32 miles.
That would be either that's a foul. I know it's inadvertent. She didn't mean to trip her, but she did. Blue Devils, again, still in that 2-3. Johnson from the corner. No, don't go backwards. I'd be yelling, get the hands off.
Yeah, they're letting them play.
Nice pass. Way to gather herself. Number 12 there. Yeah. Johnson to Hellebuck.
I thought she waited a little bit too long, but I was wrong.
Timeout. I think this is a good timeout. You're down 8. You don't want to be down more than 8. You know, you have 7 so far. And a quarter and 7 minutes. And you don't want it to get away from you. So I think it's a pretty good timeout there. And there's some plays there to be had by the Blue Devils. The give and go. They've had some opportunities down low. They need to catch and put it up and put it up strong like Skatska did. That last series down there, Toit had it, had good position. You would like to have done a drop step, half jump hook, you know, or turnaround jump shot, and she dribbled it out and away. You know, you're not going to get down closer than what she was, and that's a youth mistake.
Yeah, and that's where you got to use the head fake.
Yep.
Get them up in the air and try to draw the foul as well.
Yeah, try and one. But that's why you also, you know, you break down film and, you know, the youth, you teach them and show them.
Yep.
The Raiders
in a
2-1-2. Oh, don't touch it, Casey. That would have been off white if she did touch it. She didn't. Knocked out of bounds by the Raiders. I've been impressed so far with Toit and her composure.
What you got there?
Yeah, she did. She kind of moved into her as she was moving, wasn't set. Blue Devils need to stop here. Keep it close so they can stay positive and stay believers in halftime. That's travel. 3 seconds on 3.
Good
Halligan,
job by Halligan.
nice job.
Good job.
She's got to get out of that habit of going backwards. Something they got to work on. But she's green. She's young. First week up. You know, you want to avoid. That's got to be a foul. .5. Keith Bartels, Mr. Castle, Tristan Dooley on camera. Richmond TV 12. Good pass.
Nice
Get
shot.
in there.
There we go, Taylor.
That's been a while. Been stuck on 7. That's a. If they don't score here and they hold them, that's a confidence builder. Cut it to 6.
Need a stop. Probably going to be a 3-pointer. They've been loving them so far.
Little floater. That's a nice play.
Oh. Like a young Pete Maravich there.
Yeah, that was a nice play. Nice floater. So that's the end of 2. We are at halftime. Blue Devils down 8, 17-9. Again, Keith Bartels, Mr. Castle, Tristan Dooley, Jason Robbins bringing you Richmond girls varsity basketball, January 24th, 2020. Check us out on Richmond TV 12 YouTube channel for all Richmond Community Schools events and Richmond community events produced by Mr. Robbins, and I know Tristan tapes a lot of those, and they do a great job for the city of Richmond. And so come on, check us out on Richmond TV 12. We will be back after this. Well, welcome back. We're going to start the third period here. Blue Devils down 8. The Raiders have the possession. Their arrow will change hereafter. So far, I think a decently officiated game. They're letting them play a little bit. Fouls and officiating haven't been a factor. The Raiders have shown pretty good patience for most of the night against the Blue Devils 2-3. See, they had her right there again, 22, if they would have let her to the right off the elbow. But they're just not confident with that pass yet. Right there, she's again, now see right there, she should have flashed to it. But, you know, youth movement. Both teams are young.
Blue Devils came out with a little energy here.
Yep, making them work a little harder. Yeah, easiest person to guard on offense is one standing still.
Liv's got to keep her head up on that one.
Yep. Dribbled right into the traffic. Raiders get it back. Nice flash there by 12. Mister, they're very hesitant, even if it's not the freshman flash in there. That's a nice pass right there. Oh, Toit, she took her hands off of it.
It's that running floater again.
Yeah. Toit's had a good game. Nice job breaking the press. Under control.
Good
nice, nice pick there by
Emma.
Shoeboy. It's going to be over and back. See, the thing that they're doing there, though, is everybody's up. So get everybody else clear back. And keep only your 2 guards up top. And then you don't have that congestion there, so you don't have to worry about getting trapped. Otherwise, you know, you'd have, that's a travel.
Yeah, she shuffled those feet for sure.
She jumped and hopped. Nice shot, though, by the freshman.
That's the old NBA move there.
Rozuski. 22-9 now. That's not a good call.
We had a perfect view of that right down the line. She did not go over and back.
No, she didn't. That's the old, I think I see something that I don't see, blowing the whistle. Another deep shot. She's made a couple tonight.
That's good hustle by the Almont.
Yep. Number 3, Revolt, nice hustle. Coach Paxson getting after his daughter a little bit there about not grabbing the ball.
Oh, man, I can remember that. My dad was my coach in multiple sports.
Yeah, mine was too. I loved it and I hated it.
Absolutely.
Off-white Raiders ball. The Midland Chemics. Did I get it right?
Yeah, you got it right this time. That's tough to defend when she gets that ball there because she's got that height advantage and she does a good job of keeping the ball up high.
Yes. You guys were too big for us. Oh, nice pick there by Tackleberry. If I'm a Raider, I'm a little mad that you didn't tell me that that pick was coming. Nice pass. She didn't quit. She followed through. A little. Pass back up top. Just getting a little laugh here. Scotty Evans is in front of us, teasing Mr. Castle, talking to Mr. Aiken.
Yeah, Scott and I coached together for a long time, so we got a lot of good stories.
Hey, Scott, I might get that ESPN contract now. That was too easy there. Halligan. Toit from deep. Kicks off the iron. Nice rebound there by Skatska. A lot of contact there, no call. Blue Devils will maintain it with the possession arrow. Decent.
Nice move by Skatska. Ah, they called it from the travel.
I just wanted to come harass Bartels for dealing with you.
Raiders moving the ball nice.
Hey, you talk to the boss.
So, deep shot by Johnson. She knocks it down. She's got a nice shot. She's made a couple tonight.
I mean, that was a good 2-3 feet behind the line.
29-9 Raiders.
You know, this is where the Blue Devils really got to keep fighting.
Yep, and we said it. They're not going to quit. They're young, and nice pass. Yeah, 22 foul. She had her hand on her back, but they're not going to quit. Almont's got some shots to fall. And, you know, the other thing I think is different in this game is the commitment to Halligan's shot. Looked good from here. Nice put back by Mary. Didn't quite fall. See this? They're still scrapping and hustling.
That's all you can ask for as a coach.
From the corner, she's going to be shooting three free throws. But back to my point is, you know, the Raiders have hit some nice shots, but the Blue Devils are playing, and you mentioned, and I agreed with you that their defense, they picked up some intensity here in the second half, but now they kind of lost it a little bit. But they're giving those wide open outside shots, and part of that is because the Raiders are disciplined. Now, on offense, we haven't had very many good looks because they're playing a little bit of man-to-man. They're playing more man-to-man, so it's more of a struggle for us to get shots off.
Putting the pressure on us.
Yep, put that pressure on us, and it's about matchups, and they're pressing us full court, and we're having a hard time staying spread out and staying under control.
I mean, we're doing a good job of forcing them into those long threes, but if you're going to make 40% of your three-pointers, that's going to be hard to stop.
Yep, sure is. Well, that's why, you know, everybody knows I'm a Spartan fan, but that's why when Michigan has those good teams, and Beeline, he's a heck of a coach, and he did a lot with not a lot of talent, and that's credit to him. I was sad to see him go to the that's off white. You missed it. I was sad to see him leave the college game because he was good for college basketball.
Yep.
But he had some teams when they'd catch on fire, man. He'd take them all the way to the finals. You know, he had some good teams, and that one year, that Burke was just one of the best NCAA tournaments by anybody.
Yeah, nice shot by Duro there.
Yep, off the glass and in. 32-11. Oof. I think she held it, though. That's off the glass.
Oh, wow.
That's a 2. Foot was on the line.
Interesting to see Almont stick with the pressure.
Well, it's going to be it's going to be interesting to see. I would hope that it's called off in the 4th for the sake of sportsmanship. I can kind of see it now. Game's not over. A couple plays here or there, but in the 4th, you're up over, heading towards 30. Another deep one. She's feeling it.
She's dialing it up.
Doro knocks down that 3. Cuts that lead to 20.
That's one of the hard things, too, is when you're up big and you're trying to get some of those younger, less experienced players in, you still want them to experience the pressure and all the different things.
Absolutely. Well, you're only as good as the next man up, and in this case, woman, but you have to be prepared because you never know when you're going to be called. Like, the couple of the Blue Devils that, are out with injuries, and, Halligan and Toit being called up this week. Listening to Coach Paxson over there, he's coaching hard and telling his girls what to do. Nice inbounds play.
She had.
They move that ball to the open person. Very unselfish. Going to have another jump with 1:40 to go. Raiders by 20. Ooh, yeah, it's going to be a foul by Doro. She wants to get that ball back, crank another 3.
Yeah, she's feeling it.
That is the 3rd foul of the half. Been a pretty foul-free period. That's nice play. Took it baseline and then worked. Good scrap and hustle there by 5.
You just can't hang the ball up there that long in the air.
Nice pass, catch and pass. Shot is in by 5. She had 22 cutting. If that didn't go in, I was going to say she missed a wide open Orzewski cutting, but Couts makes it. Rourke feeling it.
That's just bad luck right there. Errant bounce pass off the foot.
Johnson from the baseline, a little hard. Rebound. And that is going to be a foul on Orzewski. Givens fouled. Tackleberry checking in. Be white ball on the other side. No, near side here.
You can see, despite the point differential, both teams playing real hard still.
Yep. Heads up play there by Johnson to throw that ball away. If she would have grabbed it, he might have called traveling on her, and she didn't hold it long enough for it to be a jump ball. O'Rourke's going to get a little too aggressive.
Chloe got her with the body. Yeah, looks like we got a technical foul here, Coach.
He gave Jeff Paxson a technical. That's man, that's pretty soft technical.
Yeah, all I've really heard is him advocating for his team out there, which you want your coach to do.
Right. Yeah, I don't think he's been saying anything out of line, and it wasn't like the entire gym was. Now he's coming over to say stop.
Yeah, I heard the referee say he'd given him a warning earlier to kind of calm down, but I sure didn't hear anything.
Ref went over to tell him to stop. 18.9 and counting down Almont has the ball, takes it baseline. That's where Givens got to come in, step in, and take a charge there. Toit taking it. Good strip clean there by 5. Gives it to Johnson. That's going to not count. Oh, they were going to count it. I think they were going to count it. That was clearly in her hand.
Yeah.
So that's the end of 3. Raiders 37, Blue Devils 14. Raiders running away with it here. Keith Bartels, Mr. Castle, Tristan Dooley, Jason Robbins, our producer. Richmond Varsity Girls Basketball on this Friday night in January, the 24th. Would have been a perfect weekend for snow coming, but it's tough to do. You can't have it during exams. It's a distraction. They're half days. And the schedule this year has been tough for Friday night basketball games. You know, the one over the break was, we were supposed to be back from the break with the computer hack, was canceled.
Yep.
So that Friday night game was canceled. Your next Friday night game is the week of exams. The one in February, the Friday night game, it was over midwinter break. So it's been and it's no fault of anybody's. You have great schedules some years for home and away, and you have tough ones home and away.
Just the way the schedule falls this year.
Yeah, and it was difficult.
And then we got to consider the gym usage next day. We got a wrestling tournament coming in tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
takes a while to get all those mats set up.
Toit has it up top as we start the 4th. The City of Richmond's Winterfest is coming up. The middle school 11th annual RMS Winterfest will be coming up on February 7th, a Friday. It's going to be a jump. It's going to be the Raider ball. But a lot of those Richmond City events for that local Winterfest will be taped and produced by Jason Robbins, Tristan Dooley. I know that Scott Simmons and I are doing the play-by-play for the hockey, the fire department hockey match. So I'll have to freshen up my hockey lingo. The old BC two-hander.
Nice steal by Toit.
Yes, it was. Shot almost went. She's had a good game. You know, she's not going to show up in the point column, but breaking the press and taking care of the ball. You know, being young is not easy, but also being young and being brought up this week makes it, you know, even more a feather in her cap. Halligan's done a nice job too.
Yeah, and one of the things that pressure that Almont's doing is it wears those girls out. There's no such thing as an easy trip up the court. So by the time you get up there, they're tired getting those shots off.
Raiders up 23.
That was a nice cut.
Nice basket, but when they break down film, number 3 there, Revolt, you know, she pulled up for a 6-foot jump shot. She could have taken it all away. I mean, she stopped herself. Halligan gives it to White. I'm not sure who that went off of.
Almont did a good job there of waiting until she got across half court and then jumping her because she's got the back court as a defender and the sideline as a defender. So good play by the Almont Raiders.
Yeah, and that's where you don't want to go if you are the guard. Unless you're going and you're gonna get that, you know, like get the edge, you know, and you know, as a running back, you get outside and you get that edge, you can cut it upfield. You get that edge and cut it up that baseline, but you can't go slow and allow yourself to get pinned in and trapped there. 6:34 to go. Blue Devils have their work cut out for them. I think now you're just playing for the future. Now you're playing for the next game, taking each possession and trying to learn something like, okay, can we break the press? You know, can we run our press break? What offensive sets can we run? Trying to improve each and every play for the next game. Because they're down 25 with 6:34, down 25, and so far you've only scored 14. That's going to be extremely difficult to do. going to be white ball after the timeout by Coach Paxson. When the camera pans by, in case you're just joining us, he is sitting. He did get a tee. I thought it was kind of a weak call. Usually the referees will let them get after you a little bit, and I didn't think it was anything egregious or loud or obnoxious. But
No.
then again, we're not the officials, and you don't know how many times you might have been standing right next to him and said, "I want you to stop. I want you to stop." You know, and you just don't know. Doro shot that ball from the corner. I think it was partly tipped. Came up short.
Looks like Almont might have a couple of reserves in now.
5 Couts. 10 Koenig. Her first action tonight. 14:41. Sounded like a time, but it's not. That's our score. They have 1 reserve in right now, and they're still full court pressing. Rue.
Maddie needs to make sure she gets her hands off her. Here we go with Chloe.
Yeah, playing decent defense. Nice job crossing back over there. That's a foul. That is the 3rd team foul. See who checked in here.
Good shot off there, Ashley.
Ashley knocks
Very
down
nice.
the 3. Cuts that lead. 5 Couts. Bringing it up. Ashley got away with a little push there on the rebound.
That was a solid stiff arm.
Yes, it was.
Both
Shoe-
teams continuing to play hard.
Yep, Shoeboy checking in. Blue Devils will take over with the possession change. Rue taking it out of bounds.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're keeping up this full court pressure at this point in the game.
Well, you know, it's a tough lesson for you as a coach, but you know, on the reciprocating team. But it's also a lesson for the other team, because what goes around comes around. You know, you're not always going to be in this situation, and sometimes you'll be in the opposite situation. So you ask yourself, did you like it when it happened to you?
Yeah. And your coach Paxson, you filed this away.
Yep. That goal kicks off. Rue with the rebound. 12 going to get the foul. The thing of it is you can't. There's things you can do as a coach, and in athletics is, see, that's a foul. You can't tell your kids not to play. You can't stop them from playing. You can't stop them from hustling. You want them to do all that. You want them to execute. But there's certain things you can do. When you're up 4 or 5 touchdowns, you can stop passing the ball, you know, or throwing bombs, and
You can change the structure of what you're doing.
exactly, and that's what classy coaches do.
I'd really like to see Maddie use 2 hands on that inbounds pass too. When you're using that one hand, it takes a little bit of the sauce off it. Like her head may have hit the floor there. I hope she's okay.
Gibbons. She's got to come out now because they stopped the game for her. Toit checking in. Raiders are going to get it with the possession change.
Looks like Brooks okay there.
14:41 and counting to go. Yeah, probably needs a little bit of ice. Landed awkwardly on that shoulder, maybe.
good job by Maddie and Emily
Yep.
there, cutting her off.
Yeah, cut her off. That's a freshman mistake. Take a charge. You got to stand your ground and take that charge, and got to step in there and take it. Shot is up, and it is off the rim and away. Revolt. Next shot, nothing but net. Sub, Brown coming in.
That looked good from the second I left her hand.
Yes, it did. Had a nice rotation. Up 25. Well, here's the other thing, too, that, we talked about. You have your starters in and you're pressing. If you have your seconds in and you're pressing, that's different.
Yeah.
Because we talked about next man up, you need to be able to make a play, so on and so forth.
And as a coach, I always wanted to, reward those kids that don't get much playing time.
Right.
Get those kids out there.
Well, Almont's, I'll do some research, but I don't think they have a JV girls team.
Oh, I believe you're right.
Yeah, because they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 freshmen on this team. So not having a JV team, do they not come out because your reserves don't play? I mean,
This is a perfect opportunity to get those kids a quarter's worth of playing time.
right.
That's a good job by Toy. Nice shot by the Almeida player, or Almont player.
He's calling them off now. Up 29.
Well, they call off the press, but they're continuing to stay aggressive.
Well, and see, what he doesn't understand either is here's where you get somebody hurt, too.
Yeah.
You don't want it because you're going to get frustration fouls on either side that you're on, Moving the ball still.
I don't know how you're going to call that on a Richmond player. She came in there out of control.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a player control foul. Just because a girl ends up on the ground doesn't mean that someone put her there.
Well, I agree. One of the worst calls I think in basketball is when a guard takes the ball to the hole out of control.
Yep.
And they lose the ball or on the shot or whatever, and they run into you, even though you're not set. But you're there, you're like going backwards, and they run into you and they fall on you and they bail them out and call a foul on you. The player control foul, I don't think is called enough.
Right.
Second shot is up and it is good. We got Paxton and Shoeboy checking in.
Two sophomores in, 2 seniors out. So the Blue Devils going with the youth movement here to finish things.
Number 11, no, 22, the freshman, she's still in. Number 11, Johnson, starter, 10th grader. She's had a nice game. Ball's tipped. Krzyzewski, nice pass. She had her head up and she was looking. She's going to crank it from 3, short. Toit gets it. Nice idea, just a little short. 1:55 to go. She's made a few of those tonight.
Yes, she has. Good rebound.
Yeah,
That's
I was
an
going to say
overlay.
that's a foul. That's the 5th foul on Almont. The Raiders 48, Blue Devils 17. Keith Bartels, Mr. Castle, Tristan Dooley here tonight. Jason Robbins, our producer, bringing you Richmond Varsity girls basketball. That shot is short. Good hustle there by Shoeboy. And we said it from the start. The girls aren't going to quit. They're going to work hard.
No, at this point in the game, it'd be easy just to let that go, but Emma showed great heart there going after that.
Johnson bringing it up. It looks like, if you look to my right, it looks like maybe George Strait's in the house over here.
It'll be in Amarillo by morning, but it's here tonight.
I hang that hat in Tennessee. George Strait, one of the best ever. Seen him in concert a few times.
That's one I haven't caught yet.
I don't know if he's going to do it anymore. He's going to be in Vegas this summer. Of course, my wife Kyle sent it to me. She's a big George Strait fan. We've gone a couple times, and Mr. Nyholt had palace seats and had good connections. The Shoeboys out here are his granddaughters, and he got us some good seats, and I was hooked. George Strait, great, and he's had what, 100 number ones.
Yeah,
I mean, he's
something like that.
just an icon, just phenomenal. That free throw's in. Next one is up, and it is good.
And the Raiders are halfway to 100.
50-17. 43 seconds to go. Well, there's things to build on tonight for this Blue Devil team. You know, the one thing that I like best is you're down big and you are still hustling and you are still working hard. You're not quitting. It's going to be 1-1 down here. You're not quitting. That says a lot about who you are.
Yeah. That's something a lot of these athletes have learned in other sports as well. We've got a lot of multi-sport athletes out there, so they're bringing some of that toughness from their other sports with them.
Yep. Halligan, it's going to be a violation on White. They would have called it if it would have gone in. Surprised they didn't call it with her getting the rebound. Look at Shoeboy hustling there. Johnson makes it 13 and counting down.
We're going to get one more bucket here. Let it go, Ashley.
It's good if it goes. Oh, almost a buzzer beater. It was good to see Skatskin, a couple of the other girls up on the bench, hoping that goes in. Raiders 52, Blue Devils 17. Not on the right end of the game score tonight, but attitude-wise and hustle and not giving up. I tip my hat to the girls and keep working hard, girls. You'll get there. Well, Mr. Castle, it was nice. Nice having a Midland Chemic next to me.
That's right.
Not a Dow Charger. And
I was a Chemic, but now I'm a Blue Devil.
we're both Blue Devils now, though.
That's right.
Tristan Dooley on camera. Again, Keith Bartels. We are signing off, and we'll be back for the boys' game. So stay tuned. Go Blue.